Hello. Today I'm going to test sew a pattern I made. Where did I set my clipboard? And I'll show you. So this is a purchased design, and I can't tell you how to get it because she closed up her website. I've been doing this since 2000. I bought that in the first decade of the 2000s. That's all I can tell you. But I shrank it down, and then I made a word. And now I'm going to test sew it because I had ruined this sweatshirt. It was a design I'd had for a very long time, and I thought I used to have this program called Embird. It's something you pay for, and I could pull out some of the stitches with it. So I used to buy from this one company, and their designs tend to be very heavy. Well, unfortunately, I did not do a test sew. Slapped that on there, it buckled. It was so heavy. And I never did get around to fixing it. I just went ahead and wore it. I never leave the house anyway, so it wasn't that big a deal. But I've cut it out. I left some of the edges. And I want that hole zigzaggy. I'm going to take a piece of, and I just cut up an old sweatshirt. Actually, it wasn't that old. I just didn't, they don't make them like they used to. How's that? So they get rather icky. The back had no stitching or anything, so I'm going to use a piece of that, and I will turn this inside out. Sew zigzagging back and forth across the seam, and then flip it over and trim close around it. And then I'll use probably an iron-on stabilizer. But what I'm going to do is take some fabric, and I'm going to sew it on. I did this with another shirt that ended up with a hole in it when it was stitching out. The threads bound up. So I just cut it out and put fabric across it and stitched it on. I'm going to use one under to iron this on to the shirt, and then stitch right through all of it. So it won't need a heavy stabilizer under it because of all the multiple layers. But first I will patch that hole. Otherwise it's going to sink in and look funny. So that's my idea, and today I'm going to test sew. I've got it all set up. I'm just using a piece of scrap fabric that actually was in my rag bin. Didn't want to waste anything. Oh, my cat got me. He is, something. Anyhow. So, yeah, it's all stained up. Just ignore that. This is, like I said, just a test sew out, and this thing's going to go in the garbage after I make sure everything's okay. This pattern takes 26 minutes. This video will be edited, and hopefully my camera won't quit on me. Most of the time, the camera's shut off. This time I'm using my phone. I'm hoping it'll work. finished, like I said, this fabric was stained up quite bad. Considering how much I shrank that pattern down so that I could fit her on the bee, it didn't come out too bad. I mean, I can see where, if you look really close, you can see where the outline got off a bit, but if they're looking that close to my chest, they need to turn their head away. So this is going to go on a shirt. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.